The easiest way to manifest is embodying a state. And how do we do that? Well, let's talk about it and so much more. Hi everyone, I am Maria with IamMariaVas. I am your favorite manifestation and success coach because I'm that effing awesome. Most of you know me from TikTok, so let's get into it. How do we embody a state? What does embodying a state mean? Embodying a state is being that actor or actress in your reality, acting like the person that has it, being the person that has it, to be more specific, because you're not acting like it. The moment you embody it, you are in that parallel timeline. The only reason sometimes we don't see what we want is because we default back and are like, oh, it didn't work, or I didn't do it enough, or I have to keep doing this in order to get it. You doubt yourself and then you fall back. But remember, every second of every moment is a new opportunity to start over, so you can always start off from where you left off. The most important thing that I've learned on this journey is think of manifesting states like tossing a coin. You always want to end it on head, the reality that you want, living in the end. I apologize, this chair is super noisy, but it's reminding me to live in the end of it being quiet. What does embodying a state actually look like? Embodying a state is nothing more than landing on heads, being that version of you right now. It's as easy as breathing, and it's as easy as putting on clothing. So let's talk about two different states so you can understand. If I want to be in a winner state, the person that always wins, what would that look like for me? What does it feel like to be a winner? What does it feel like to feel lucky all the time? What does it feel like to feel empowered? What does it feel like to feel special? What does it feel like to feel confident, knowing you're always going to get what you want? Because what does a lucky person get? They always get what they want. They're confident. They get everything from everyone. It doesn't matter the circumstance. They're always at the right place at the right time. They're that person. They're that special person because they deserve it. They're worthy. They're lucky. And everything works out for them. While I was saying that, did you not feel it? What it's like to be the winner, to be lucky, to have it, to feel special, to feel chosen, to feel like a freaking priority, because it embodies all that. So when I was talking about that, if you felt any of that, guess what? You embodied the state. It's as easy to get into the loser state. If you feel sad or depressed or like nothing works for you, that things never happen for you, that everything's always hard. When you feel into that state, it feels heavy. I don't even want to bring that up because it feels like shit. Like now that I'm in this better state of consciousness and feel more loving and like, I just want to be in good feeling states all of the time. And when I feel something out of whack, it's like my body being like, let's get out of this. Let's go into this. That's how easy it is. I'm telling you, it's as easy as putting on makeup or putting on lip gloss. It's just a choice we make. And every second of every moment, and that's all you need to do in order to embody a state. You can use any technique you want. You could do the, what would it feel like? You could do, I am the best, I am enough. Whatever does it for you. It could be you imagining that you're at the casino and you just hit the 100,000 jackpot and it's like ding, 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 and you're like, oh, I won! I'm so excited, I'm so lucky, I always get what I want, I'm a success, I'm chosen, I'm a priority, wow! That alone shows it. Or you could just feel the feeling of feeling lucky, and that will all come with it. Or you can write down affirmations, or you can script this. Embodying a state is nothing more than you being the person that has it, choosing that reality. It's like a remote. We're on Netflix, I want to watch Bridgerton, versus you're watching like a horror film series. You're like, oh, I don't like this. This doesn't feel good. Let me put on Bridgerton. Love and old time and excitement and drama. It's a show. Your life is literally a show for yourself. You are the star of your own effing show. So stop acting like you're not the star. So many of you forget that literally the whole world revolves around you. I made a whole video about this the other day. You are the star of your own show. You are the leading man or lady. You know you're the leading lady. Why do you keep being like the best friend or like the runner-up? Stop doing that to yourself. You are allowed to be the star of your own life. You are allowed to have everything you've ever wanted. I, for a long time, limited myself so much. Even when it came to needing a coach. I can relate to this on so many levels because I remember there was like a capacity to this, that I could do this. And then there were so many times I doubted myself. I'm like, oh, I'm not doing as good as this person, or I'm not good enough, or I'm too much in my head, whatever it was. And it wasn't always happening in every moment, but I had imposter syndrome sometimes. And I was like, who the hell am I to tell people about their lives when, like, yeah, I was good for a while, but now it went to shit. I mean, we're human. There's been so many other coaches that have gone through this. You know, one of the best examples I can look at is Dylan James. I really admired him for his honesty and transparency, and I will praise him until the cows come home because he took breaks when he needed to. And while I probably could have persisted and became a better version of myself while a couple months ago, before I took the break 5 months ago, I was just not happy with myself, meaning not that I was miserable or depressed, but I was just like not where I wanted to be. And I needed a breath of fresh air. I needed to take care of myself. I needed to become and evolve to this new Maria you're seeing, the more lighthearted Maria. And now I don't think about these things when I film. I don't give a shit how many views Coach X has. I know I'm God. I know I can have anything I want. I know I could be just as successful as Jane Doe and John Doe, and even better because it's my effing reality. I'm the star of my reality, and so are you. There were so many things I would limit myself to, like even love sometimes. I would settle for someone that was not quite what I wanted, but was. Like, why the hell would we do that to ourselves? You can embody any state. You can be whoever you want. You just need to know that you're deserving of it. It's so funny because quite recently a mentor reached out to me and I could literally cry. And he wrote something, and it was literally just telling me, like, hey, this is all about love, and you deserve it. And I knew he meant it when he sent it. It makes me emotional because I think for a long time I didn't feel that I was deserving of certain things. And I thought I had to go through the certain motion of things, but now I don't feel that way anymore. I know I deserve the world. I am seeing the way that life is unfolding, and I know everything's getting better and better every day. And I trust in it because I feel it. And yeah, I know I made a video recently about the big heart energy, and it just, when you're in I amness, when you're this different version of yourself, it's nothing more than a state. You are one state away from being the same version that I am. And did it take me a couple years to get here? Sure. You know what? I'm human. Shit happened. Lost a loved one, you know, like I had to overcome that. That was really hard on me. And recently I had like someone in my family get sick, and it really tested me, and I was getting sick for a while. I was kind of just going through the motions and being complacent where I was because I needed to figure out what I wanted. And then I decided, I was like, no, I'm done playing small. I just like woke up one day. I was like, I'm done being this Maria. And I kept talking about how I wanted to get back into coaching, and I missed it, and I truly did. And now I'm so much more excited about my life and so excited about the woman I've become and all the exciting things that have been happening. I'm telling you, it's just a state away. You just have to know that you deserve it and that you can literally have anything in this world. You deserve the world. And I know what it's like to feel like you don't. It's a really shitty place to be. And I promise the only difference in getting there is just shifting, putting on a different shirt. No longer accepting that version of yourself, no longer accepting that bad actor. Because in a limitless world, you can literally have anything. It's your playground. Your life is a playground, and you can play any play you want. Do you remember being a kid and playing like Prince and Princesses or Marriage? I don't know if any of y'all did this. We did. Or being like, I don't know, in the safari, or just, you know, making stuff up. Our imaginations did so many cool things and would really be in it. That's what this is too. In order to project that, we can get it. Like, I remember wanting a best friend and manifesting that when I was younger. Like, my best friend lived literally underneath my uncle across from me. It's so funny because recently I wanted to manifest some better relationships, and I'm seeing that shining through with my family. Like, anything is possible, but you need to know that you're deserving of it and that you can have what you want. And embodying a state, I'm telling you, is as simple as just resonating with it. And if you're not feeling it yet, that's okay. It's all right. You will get there. This is why we keep going until it happens. I know most people will say persisting. Persisting's fine. Lately, the word persist hasn't really resonated for me. It's not a good or bad thing, because to me, persistence sounds hard. Persisting doesn't have to be hard. Discipline doesn't have to be hard. Keep going at it. Like, just, you will get there. The most important thing is just making that choice of not accepting anything less for yourself. And when you finally let I amness, God, the true state of who you are flow through you, everything in your reality will get so much better. Things will get easier. You'll feel calmer. Your brain will be more quiet. I feel more inspired to even make videos now. It's funny, a little bit ago, I wasn't in the mood, and then I just turned the camera on and just kind of went with it, and here I am on my second video. And it's just flowing because I flew into state, the state of embodying, what it's like to be in the embodiment state. The embodiment state is nothing more than choosing a technique and putting on a different costume. Because we are just actors and actresses in a play. And life is so much simpler than you ever thought it could be. You are just one state away. And one state away is in this next moment, and in this next moment, and in this next moment. And if you don't like the way things were in the past, you can just imagine that things were always that way. I've seen SPs change in the moment. A while back, I won't say the person's name, I was dating someone, and at the time I didn't understand states of consciousness. I didn't understand how quickly things can change. And I remember being with someone and being afraid they wanted to break up with me, and as it was happening, I was like getting upset. And I remember in the moment, I feel my energy going not where I wanted to go. And I remember in the moment stopping myself. And I had read this book. I mean, I knew about manifestation, but I really believed if I said this one thing that he would not want to break up with me. And I remember saying to him, well, if that's what you want, I can't stand in your way. I will be heartbroken, but I'm not going to stop you. You know, that's your choice. And I remember reading in a book that if you say that to a man, that they won't break up with you. And I truly believed that in that second. In a matter of seconds, this man went from being the version of him that wanted to break up with me to the version of him that no longer did. He went from telling me all the reasons why he didn't want to be with me to all the reasons why he did and why he understood. All because in a mere instance, I changed who I was. I didn't understand it in the moment until I became more evolved and started understanding states of consciousness and how people mirror us, and everything changed, I'm telling you. Quite recently, I had something happen where I heard something that I didn't like, and people treating me a certain way. And I remember just being like, no, I reject that. I'm going to embody this state. And within a matter of days, things changed. People were being better. I had to deal with my dog adjusting to a new environment and him being kind of, not adapting well. And now he's doing so much better. Everything is a state away. Whether it's an animal, whether it's you are in essence an animal. You default to the state that you think you are, the story you are picking in the moment. We always become byproducts of the state, so never beat yourself up. There were times where I wouldn't do certain things and I'm like, oh, I'm still in the old state. And then I would forgive myself and it's okay, it's a byproduct of the old state. I just need to embody a new state now. That's all you need to do now. Choose a better state and you will shift. And being in the I amness and being who you truly are, wow, what a different light that is. And I promise embodiment is no different. I mean, if right now I told you, imagine eating your favorite food. If I imagined tasting chocolate chip cookie dough, I could feel the vanilla on my tongue. I can feel the texture of the cookie dough and the coldness on my tongue, right? And me scooping it up. What did I just do? I went to a state where I ate chocolate chip cookie dough. That's how easy it is. So if you want to be the version of you, that's with your SP. For example, all you have to do is imagine your SP kissing you on your cheek and be like, baby, I love you. Imagine them whispering it to you right now. You're everything to me. You're the love of my life. You're the person I want to be with for the rest of my life. Ponder on that for a second. What does that feel like? Your heart starts to expand. You feel joyous. You're like, I'm everything they've ever wanted. They've loved me so much. You just went to the state. That's it. It's not complicated. Stop making it harder than it needs to be. And anyone that tells you it's harder than that doesn't really understand this at a deep level. And that's okay, they'll get there. Everything with time. Start trusting yourself more and start embodying a state that works for you. And follow, learn, manifesting the right way.